The video from earlier this morning, I showed you how difficult it is to find these actual videos and any kind of proof of all of these atrocities, like, you know, Bibi Netanyahu talks about children, Israeli children being tied up and burned alive. Hundreds of hostages being taken by Palestinians into Gaza, and of course, the 200 people, young people, killed at this music festival, which appears to show maybe one in all the video footage that I have seen. Just we talked about the lies, the exaggeration, and I remembered a quote from the Mossad. The motto of Mossad, by the way, is by way of deception thou shalt do war. And this is exactly what is happening here today. The second video I promised you I would share with you some images from the last couple of days, last 2 days, of what Israel is doing and why there needs to be, from the fucking Israelis and from the Israeli press and from the Israeli government and from our press and from our government, all of this focus on connecting Hamas to ISIS, Hamas to the Nazis. What you can't envision yet, because they haven't made the fake fucking beheading videos, I'm sure Rita Katz is working on those now, but what you can't envision, because this isn't true, they will make references to others, and they will put that image in your head that you will have to then juxtapose as being fucking Gaza, as being Hamas. It's like when someone uses the phrase the N-word. They're actually saying the word, they're just having you say it for them in your head. That's the same thing they're doing when they talk about ISIS, when they talk about ISIS beheadings, when they talk about the atrocities of the Nazis in relation to this. Because these atrocities they've been talking about Hamas committing in Israel on Saturday don't appear to have any kind of video verification. Don't appear to be much evidence of it at all. In fact, in one of the videos I showed you, a fucking firefight that appears to have started because Israelis saw Palestinians moving across the fucking field. They stopped their convoy and jumped out without any regard for the fact that they were surrounded by civilian vehicles. And when they stopped, the civilian vehicles had to stop, and they got into a firefight. I showed you a video where there's literally an Israeli soldier using a civilian vehicle with the civilians filming the whole thing from the inside as cover. This is where we're at now. And this is the kind of fucking deceptions I'm talking about. This is CNN. And if you are familiar at all with the lies of CNN and how many times they've been caught fabricating shit, here we have these two fucking morons, three maybe, a producer, this reporter, and of course the camera person, coming up with the brilliant idea to lie on the ground as if they're under fucking fire from the fucking Palestinians in Israel. Just making up this ridiculously stupid fucking scene, lying on the goddamn ground.
Clarissa is on the ground right now. Clarissa, tell us what's happening.
Stand by.
Hi, John. So forgive me, I have a slightly unelegant position, but we have just had a massive barrage of rockets coming in here, not too far from us. So we have had to take shelter here by the roadside. We're just about 5 minutes away. Gaza is in that direction. We can hear now a lot of jets in the sky. We could also hear the...
This is the fucking... This is the depth. This is how far these morons will go in an effort to sway the fucking public into thinking Israel are the victims as opposed to Palestinians. This is what is actually happening. That is a residential tower in Gaza.
Do you know anything about that? What can you report at this stage?
It was filled with...
All
Look
right.
at that.
Yumna.
A fucking reporter terrified, an Israeli reporter terrified of what Israel's doing. These are residences. These are residences.
Please take cover.
Now maybe
If
she
you are
was.
in a position to do
This
so
might be Al
safely, You can
Jazeera.
explain to us what we're happening. If
This
you are
might
not
be
in a
Al
position to
Jazeera.
do so safely,
Yes.
then please get to safety.
This is a missile attack on Palestine Tower, right in the middle of Gaza City.
I'm sorry. That is a Al Jazeera reporter. Now, this was 2 days ago. The numbers have gone up since then. Here is another, I believe this is another angle from the same residential tower. And this is a third video, third angle. But this by no means is it's not. You see the fucking smoke coming from over here. This by no means. Isn't it interesting that they keep making reference in Israel to this being Israel's 9/11? Whose fucking 9/11 is this? Whose 9/11 is this? Israel's or Gaza's? I'm sorry. I'm sure it's super fucking glitchy. I'll get rid of some of these and make things easier. This is some of the aftermath. Whose 9/11 is this? Of course, as this is going on, what is the fucking news at CNN? What are they doing at CNN? Are they covering the horror and the fucking murder and the fucking slaughter of civilians in Gaza? No. They're telling you they're fucking animals. And meanwhile, they get their fucking reporters to lie on the goddamn ground when nothing's happening and pretend as if something is.
Right now, Clarissa, tell us what's happening.
Stand by.
Hi, John. So forgive me, I have a slightly unelegant position, but we have just had a...
You're damn right it's an inelegant position, you stupid fucking moron. You are doing this in support of fucking monsters who are currently targeting women and children and the elderly in their fucking homes. And here you are literally groveling. This is what's happened. That wasn't the only attack. This is what's fucking happening. This is what glorious Israel is doing. This is what Biden supports. This is what Trudeau supports. This is what France supports. This is what the United Kingdom supports. This is what civilized, as Bibi Netanyahu said, this is what civilized nations across the world support. In response to what? The 200 dead fucking kids at a festival? By the way, there's only video evidence of one. Also, there's interesting video evidence that you see where Israeli fucking cops and snipers took position up on a fucking rooftop and were firing into the crowds. Who knows who shot that fucking person? Did they look too Palestinian? Were they caught in the crossfire when the IDF were hiding behind occupied civilian fucking vehicles? If you're on the side of the fucking IDF and Israel on this, you're on the wrong side of history. And that is just a goddamn fact. Look at this. Is there anything in Israel even close to this? I haven't even seen this, and I'm sure there'll be a fucking commercial. It's Forbes. Some of these things don't show commercials. All right, good. This one's not. Good. This one's not. Seems pretty surgical, don't they? Good God. Remember, you and I are paying for this. Your tax money's paying for this. Who are the savages here? Who are the savages here? Do you think it was just that one fucking building? After all this, if it's only 1,000 fucking Palestinians dead. Here you go. Here you go. Here's video of people recovering bodies. Where's all those videos from fucking Israel? I've noticed, and I made a joke to somebody the other day, not a joke, but a snide comment when I was talking about this. And I said, well, where are all the, they said 700 people were killed, slaughtered. Where is all the fucking videos of the slaughtered Israelis who were running around? Where's the video? Because if they had them, Israel has to be the fucking victim in all of this. They have to be the victim. They say it's the worst thing since the fucking Holocaust. They have to be the victim in this. Otherwise, they can't justify what they're doing and what they're going to do. The birth pangs of a new Middle East. So they have to be the victim. So if the videos existed, they would be showing the goddamn videos. And don't tell me no one's going to fucking publish the videos because there's violence. I just showed you YouTube showing violence and people dying on YouTube. So don't tell me that's not going to happen. Don't tell me they're censoring the shit. The shit doesn't exist. And I said to somebody, what are they going to do? Are they going to start saying they snuck into everybody's house and they shot them in the house and that's why there's no videos because they're in people's houses? And guess what they're doing? That's what they're fucking saying. It is laughable. They are lying. By deception, thou shalt make war. They are fucking lying and they are deceiving the world in order to cover for their fucking brutality and their aggression. Bibi Netanyahu said he's sending a message. Going to make them pay. That's how Israel fights. They target civilian populations. They have always done that since the fucking Nakba of 1948. They target soft targets. They target civilian populations. They are, in fact, the IDF and they are despicable. And we are paying them the fucking money for it. We are giving them the money for it. It's not one party or the other. Condi Rice in 2006 talked about the birth pangs of a new Middle East. Joe Biden is fucking funneling them money. If anybody should be garnering our sympathy and the attention from the news in terms of war crimes being committed, listen, even if some civilians were targeted during or killed as collateral damage during the initial stages, the Saturday morning incursion by Hamas, that does not justify leveling multiple fucking occupied apartment buildings. Who knows how many people they're going to dig out of that rubble in the end? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000? Who the fuck knows? And they continue to do it. They continue to fucking pound. They continue to target civilian population. This is illegal. You cannot punish a civilian population because of what a government or militant group does. That is illegal. That is immoral. You can't do it. And yet, they have successfully managed, thanks to idiots lying on the fucking dirt from CNN, they have successfully managed to get the mainstream fucking audiences on board with their fucking criminal activity, as well as the alternative communities. I saw Ben Shapiro singing some bullshit fucking Hebrew thing, and then Jeremy, what's his fucking face, criticizing him because he doesn't put enough fucking soul into it. He's not feeling enough passion, enough real passion in support of glorious Israel. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Can you not see what's right in front of your face? Never let a good crisis go to waste. Another Israel firster said that from a different administration. I thank you for your time.